Since the early 1920s, the name Bauhaus has been associated with the avant-garde. The Bauhaus architects have gone down in history as a German art movement that influenced the world, but it may surprise many that the best surviving example of Bauhaus architecture lives on in another country, Israel. In 2004, UNESCO added Tel Aviv to its list of World Heritage Sites because of its collection of Bauhaus architecture.
In the white city of Tel Aviv, the type of originality of work that was done, the type of innovation that was done, and the committee agreed that this was an outstanding work that should be kept as a heritage for the entire world.
Tel Aviv boasts some 4,000 Bauhaus structures, most of them residential buildings that have already been restored or will be soon. The UNESCO decision enshrined the spirit of Tel Aviv neighbourhoods, a marriage of engineering and art that produced functional buildings of clean geometry and undisguised structural elements like steel, glass and concrete. From the beginning, Tel Aviv, as opposed to Jerusalem, has been the city of entertainment. The city where all the newest things and the most modern things and the most current things come first of all, to Tel Aviv. It is actually the connection between Israel and the outside world. UNESCO's recognition of White City confirmed what locals have known for decades. They live in a special place. But the unlikely road from Germany to Tel Aviv for the Bauhaus architects was, like many stories of the 1930s, steeped in pain. The Bauhaus school was closed by the Nazis in 1933, and facing persecution at home, 17 of its former students fled to British-administered Palestine. There, their ideas found fertile ground. The movement flourished from the 1930s to the 1950s. Actually, the absorption of the ideas of the modernist movement in Tel Aviv is a combination of a number of circumstances. First, virgin ground in a city that had just been established and was taking the first steps of its development, the beginning of the third Aliyah, the wave of immigration in the 1930s, which was a massive immigration that came with very broad financial means, and the need to provide housing solutions to the new immigrants. Tel Aviv is the hub of Israel's high-tech, high-finance and high life. Recently, residents of Israel's wealthiest and most cosmopolitan city have discovered they live in an architectural treasure trove. It was established by Jewish immigrants who first lived in tents on sand dunes next to the Arab town of Jaffa. Tel Aviv was the first modern Jewish metropolis. It was founded at the turn of the century on the edge of the Mediterranean. The Bauhaus architects adapted their utopian European dreams to local conditions, designing economically constructed buildings penetrated by sunlight and air. German or French picture windows shrunk or stretched out to become narrow strip windows. Balconies were added and stilts lifted the buildings off the street to allow the flow of air. Slanted roofs gave way to roof gardens used for laundry and social events. The white and beige structures rising up from the heart of Tel Aviv soon earned it the nickname the White City. The Bauhaus aesthetic of unadorned functionalism, air, light and simple lines has remained modern. The melding of the fine and the applied arts has left Tel Aviv exactly how the Bauhaus architects intended, as a nice place to live.